Blessed risings, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. And today, on this episode of Keep It P podcast, we will be discussing lineage of law breaking. And what do I mean when I say that? I know you're curious right away of what I mean. So I'm going to just get right into it. Why foundational Black Americans sleep, another economy clocks in. Across cities and suburbs, construction sites light up overnight, not with permits, not with accountability, but with illegal labor paid in cash. Wonder who's doing that under the
Mm,
table,
mm,
fast and quiet, no taxes, no payroll records, no workman's comp. Huh?
mm,
Hmm. Just
mm.
dirty money moving hand to hand while foundational Black Americans are told to wait, comply, and just be patient. And let's be clear, this isn't accidental whatsoever. We've got people here illegally. What people? I'm not just talking about one set of people, whoever's here illegally.
Hmm.
See, that's the problem with y'all. Y'all think we're focused on, oh, it's the Mexican, oh, it's the Somali, oh, and the Ukrainian. No, it's all of
Mhm.
you. It's all of you. Illegally working your funky night shifts, getting paid cash, and collecting government benefits during the day. What you talking about during the day? What you mean? It's like a job? Yeah, your EBT cards loaded to the max. Yup. Your hotel vouchers, La Quinta, scooter vouchers, gift cards, Pizza Hut.
Don't forget Walmart and Target gift cards too. Don't forget them.
Hmm.
Don't forget them.
Meanwhile, foundational Black Americans are still, still we still haven't been paid what we're owed. We not waiting on it though. See, that's where y'all just sitting there waiting. Nah, no, we not. You see us making moves, and you know we not. That's why you're trying to put all kind of hanky panky in the mix. We already know you're stalling out the reparations. We already know that you're gonna delay justice. We know that.
But guess what they can do though?
What's that? What's that? Come on.
They could say it with their chest. Now, they talking about where the movement at. Where the movement
Whoa.
starts with you. You could be wearing shirts like this out in public, letting people know the movement ain't dead. It ain't dead. You could be. It's messages that you can send on a loud day-to-day basis, and you can say it with your chest.
Where
That's
where
what you
where,
could.
where, where can they can get that at again?
I'm glad that you said that. I'm gonna go ahead and run the link to the store right at the bottom right there. Y'all can go to sayitwithyourchest.com and say it with your chest. Don't be talking about the movement's dead when you could be walking around saying it with your chest. But continue.
Hmm.
My bad. My bad.
Fair use poop tube. We will be showing a video. I'll have to show this again, y'all, because they try to give us copyright strikes. Of course they do.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they do, though. Of course they do. You know what I'm saying? Of course they do. I got some questions for y'all though. Why is this being allowed? Huh? Why do you think this is being allowed? I want you to ask yourself that question. Maybe it's cheap labor that doesn't complain, right? Workers who won't unionize, people who can be threatened with deportations, huh? Maybe it's about votes, huh? And Let's not act like it's not part of a plan. That's why I said it's not accidental. You
Nope.
know they won't admit it. But the plan for the votes keeps backfiring. But you know why they're not tripping? Because public backlash by FBA continues to grow. They can't have that. It strains our local systems. Huh? This is some common sense. Communities begin to fracture, break down, ghettos that you try to put on us. But no, that's your immigrants that's doing that. But still, you keep running the machine. Another question: why? 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 Even when the votes don't pan out on the way that they think that it should, why?
Right.
Because the kickbacks keep coming. The
Mm.
developers win, the contractors win, the politicians make posture, they posture. And in FBAs, what are they're told, just wait your turn. Just wait your turn. We have these commissions, these advisory boards, and we're going to talk about it and discuss it and figure it out. We don't even know who's old. We don't know what's old. Could you tell them what is old, sir? You know what I'm saying? This isn't random chaos. This is a lineage level law breaking, institutional permission for fraud that undercuts wages, inflates housing costs, and replaces citizens with a disposable workforce. And then you want to try to rope FBA into your mess, right? After all of this happens, after you try to use the busters against us, you want us to come and help clean up the mess. But guess what? This isn't our fight.
Nope.
We didn't create this policy. We didn't invent this system, and we won't defend it. Aha. Aha. FBAs are owed a debt, not lectures, not statues, not commissions, not symbolism, and not no stinking crumbs. Cut the check or hit the deck.
Period. Point blank.
That's it. Stop asking us to stay quiet while everyone else eats and keeps playing right in front of our face. Now, here we go again. Fair use, poop tube, fair use. Everyone watching, fair use. Drop a comment and say fair use so they know fair use. Make sure y'all subscribe too. Like for the spike, comment your vomit, share if you care, if you dare, to get Black empowerment everywhere. Let's run it. This is nighttime. That look like OSHA? Would you want your house to be worked on at night? That's the sound of money. You see Alejandro up there. You see Antonio Banderas up there. You see Emilio Estevez over there. You read while you slumber. This is an economy that doesn't include black people. That's how they try to cut us from the pot. This is why immigration is what it is. This is why they're fighting so hard for this. They get $15 an hour. They're up there slaving, but in cashola though. So that's really like $20. And it's probably one essay getting the top red, and then he just kicking them all out.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say I respect the hustle and I respect the grind, but you wouldn't have to do all of this if you wasn't illegally in the country. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Period.
I respect the hustle and I respect the grind, get it by any means, but all in all, still y'all taking jobs away from Americans. And that's where the road stops. That's where, that's where the problem come in at that y'all doing it for cheap. Y'all undercutting the value of hard work in this country. And then we the ones that suffer because y'all get the money and then y'all go do stupid stuff with it and y'all don't care what happens. Y'all just get deported back to your country and you're cool. And we got to deal with the aftermath of that.
Period.
They also got to kind of deal with the aftermath of getting them up out of here. Now, hopefully, they'll think about. Hopefully, the price of wages go back up because all this cheap labor ain't around. So I think the deportations and all that is a good thing because we're already seeing some of the examples of it being good because a lot of those low labor positions at low cost are starting to disappear and people getting some sense and paying people what they worth.
Boom. And we ain't gonna hold you no more disclosure about this off. So I'll leave you with 4 words we always do. Bam. Click on there, subscribe, like, comment, share. All of the platforms. We're on all of them. That's it. That's all. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go high for show high.
You already know. You can see.
Boom.